What's up, everyone? I'm King the Asix, and this is another One Dose of Asix, where I talk about whatever the hell I might be deving on and whatever the hell I might be living on. So with that being said, we're just going to jump right into it and, as we always do, recap. Last week I talked about Super Space Budokai. When I started Misadventures of Whole Fool, it was just so I could have a way to have content out while I was trying to plan out my other project, that project being Super Space Budokai, where I was trying to combine the playing card game Spades with traditional JRPG elements. Oh, excuse me. Long story short, it was kicking my ass, and I honestly like making Whole Fool episodes a lot more, and I wanted to do more with Misadventures of Whole Fool. So Misadventures of Whole Fool started taking over Super Space Budokai, and I kind of just pushed it to the side. But I think I'm at a point where I kind of want to tackle that project again, because I really want to see it through. I really think it's possible, and I think if I can design it right, it'll be a fun game. Very fun game, and something different and unique on the RPG take. So yeah, hopefully you'll be hearing more about that in the future. I showed off my DDR pad, and I talked a little bit about Tears of the Kingdom because that had just came out. And as we segue onto the main course, I also talked about my voice work, and I had an epiphany on camera where I realized I was trying to find, I have voice clips, and I'm trying to do the audio for dialogue. So I have my friends do voice clips, and I'm trying to figure out how to modify those to get the sound I want for the dialogue in Whole Fool. And what I realized in the last dose is that I think I'm trying to find a one-fit-all solution for how I want to edit these voices, when instead I need to focus on how I want actual individual characters to sound, because that might require me to do different voices for that said character. An echo on this character, a reverb on that character, a wah-wah on this character. Maybe I speed up this character's clips a little bit more, so on and so forth. So when after I sat on that thought, I had the idea to backport all the dialogue and voice work from Fool's Core into Fool's Workshop, which is basically the older version of Fool's Core. How basically all the episodes of Misadventures of Whole Fool you've seen up until the last one I did when I started Fool's Core was done in Fool's Workshop. So I figured the episodes are already done in those, so I could just put the dialogue, the work I've done on the dialogue, I can backport it into Fool's Workshop and then play with the audio using old episodes I've already produced or whatever. So yeah, I did that over the last week, and I'm not sure how, but I got it in there, and it's working pretty good. And I decided to go ahead and give myself another week, and the plan now is, because in the last dose I said I was going to give myself to the first full week of June, which is next week, but since I had to spend a week backporting features, I'm going to give myself another week. And so the plan of attack is now I'm going to focus on the main cast voices. So Whole Fool, Mr. Ant, Woo Girl. I'm going to focus on how I want their voices to sound, and maybe in the process of that I can come up with a decent pipeline for creating voices in the future. So, I guess I'll go ahead and show that off. And to test, I'm using my favorite episode, which is the Why You Can't Say It episode, which was the last one that I produced before working on Fool's Core. Now, these aren't how the voices are going to sound. These are just test voices that I was using to make sure the shit worked. Yeah. But, and then also for if you didn't get it, this is how I was making old episodes of Whole Fool. So, excuse me. I'll write out a script. The script gets played out here, and then I will record this on OBS. But anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's my favorite episode of Whole Fool. I love that shit, bro. I'm ignorant for that episode, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to tweak the voices for Whole Fool, Little Girl, Mister, and the main characters. And if I have time, I'll fully voice all the older episodes. So I don't know if I will, but I might even re-record them and put them up. But for now, I'm just using it as a way so I don't have to create scenes and new episodes or whatever, write dialogue. I can just use the old episodes to kind of get how I want the voices to go, and then I have full episodes I can just watch all the way through. And then I can actually ask myself, was this okay to listen through for a whole episode or whatever? So I don't know. I just think it's a good way to test and kind of get this settled. So hopefully the next dose of Asix, you can hear what I got, and I'll have a solution so I can finally goddamn move on with something else in my life. So yeah. Also, I haven't made my decision, but I'm really considering doing the GMTK game jam, Game Maker Toolkit game jam. I usually want to do it, but I usually either find out too late or I have something planned. So this is the first year where I was actually I was notified about it ahead of time, and I can actually plan for it. So I might do it. It really just depends on where I'm at with Fool's Core, because I'll probably be using Fool's Core for whatever I do and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, but if I do decide to do GMTK, there'll probably be some kind of mini dose of Asix that'll come out of it, or some videos. So if I do it, and I'll let y'all know, definitely want to be following me on my social medias, which I'll give out at the end, whatever. So, or it will be in the description. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this dose of Asix. Pretty short one. Not much has changed. Still working on the voice shit. This is the part where I talk about the games I'm playing. Beat Tears of the Kingdom last week. Not the perfect game, but it's damn near there. I really think if Nintendo gives us the third try, make a trilogy out of this, which I really hope. Yeah, this could be one. It could be one of the greatest games. That could be the perfect game if they keep going on this trajectory. They've already said that they plan on doing this formula for Zelda going forward for a while. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is great. For tips, I like to give tips because I don't want to talk about nothing 2D because of spoilers. But hover bike. If you haven't made one, go look up how to make one and thank me later. If you want to feel nostalgic about Zelda and get a bunch of old Zelda equipment from older games like tunics and stuff like that, the Depths is your friend. And I had a third tip, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, just have fun with it. Tears of the Kingdom. If you check my personal TikTok out on King Asix on TikTok, I've been posting some Tears of the Kingdom clips there. So yeah, great game. I love, you can just, it's like, I don't know, bro. Tears of the Kingdom is something special. But yeah, also I've been playing Trails from Zero after finishing Sky. I think I mentioned that in a few previous doses. Where I beat Sky and I started from Zero, but around that time, the Battle Network Legacy Collection came out, and then Tears of the Kingdom came out. So now I'm kind of done with those. I'm back on Trails from Zero. It's taking a while to warm up to the new cast of characters coming off of Sky, but it's still a Trails game, and I'm loving it. I'm on Chapter 2. I'll probably be on Chapter 5 by the time y'all see me again. Hell, I might even beat in the game. Who knows? And this week is Summer Games Done Quick. It's a speed running event that happens twice a year. The other one's usually in January. Awesome Games Done Quick. But yeah, people be speed running games all week. It's nice, watch. I normally like watching it because I like seeing games I'm familiar with being torn apart and beaten in 30 minutes, an hour. Or just seeing games I've been thinking about buying and purchasing and seeing them in action. Like I saw that Signalis in action. It's a survival horror game that looked pretty good, and I got to see it in action, and I'm thinking about picking it up. Even got to see they played Overcooked, I think the game's called, like the co-op cooking game. They played that in Broken World Work. I love seeing World Workers being broken live. And even if you don't make the event, they put all these speed runs up on their YouTube channel. They're usually up like a day or two after they air. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. By the time this video comes out, there'll probably only be a day or two left in the whole event. But yeah, check that out. Put it in calendars for the next event. It's really fun. And I think they do events like in between, like smaller events during the weekend or just community events. I don't know. Just go check it out. It's awesome. So yeah, with that being said, that's it for this dose of Asix. A little smaller one. Not too small, but yeah, like I said, you can follow me on Bajas Asix at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for little small. I'm trying to post more right now. I just post clips from One Dose of Asix, but I'm trying to post more. So you can get development shit from there, or you can get personal musings and or game dev clips on my personal pages at King Asix on Twitter and TikTok. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. And I hope to see you for the next One Dose of Asix. See you soon. You ever just be recording a video and then you say like goodbye, but then you gotta go find the stop recording button, and it's just that awkward silence and you just looking goofy while you trying to turn off the camera and shit?